Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I figured today we'll do something very simple and make a nice little dress to add to the wardrobe. We're going to take this fall leaf print fabric that I have, and we're going to do a dress from a pattern I have previously used for like tunic top. Without further ado, let's go get started on this project. And I actually downloaded TikTok now. I posted a little short video of this making of this dress on there and kind of the little end result. And I plan on doing that with some more of my projects as I make them, doing a little short preview video over there, and then making my full tutorial videos on my channel here. So make sure, if you have not also, check out my TikTok, and you can check out my Instagram account as well.
I began by taking out all the pattern pieces to sit with my fabric that I would need for this project. As I previously said, I've used this pattern before to make a tunic top, and I just kind of didn't like how that one turned out, so I didn't film that one. But I looked through all the pieces that I was going to need, and the ones that I didn't, I just tucked back in the envelope. I made some minor adjustments, and then I cut the pieces out. To begin with the sewing part of this, I began stay stitching the bodice front and the bodice back pieces so the neckline would stay still while I was working with it and it wouldn't shift around on me. After that, I kind of ironed down my neckband facing pieces, and I applied the fusible interfacing to the wrong side of the neckband facing pieces. I just added an extra piece of fabric from my overalls project from before to kind of protect the layers a little bit in between. I had a little bit extra pieces, so I just kind of trimmed off the extra interfacing that I had on the neckband pieces. After that was finished, I sewed the neckband front to the back facing pieces. I used my serger to finish off one of the raw edges so that one would be folded down neatly to make the collar, and I pressed it down nice and flat. This would have all the edges tucked in neatly when it came time to actually sewing them down in place. I began constructing the bodice after this point. I attached the bodice front to the bodice back pieces and sewed along the shoulder seams. All the stitching for this project required just a 5/8 inch seam allowance, as most commercial patterns tend to have. After I did that, I pinned the neckband facing to the bodice front and back while it was still laying flat. When I pinned that all on, I took it to the sewing machine, sewed it in place, and then it was also at this point that I attached the little elastic strap that was required for the button to help close it up at the back top. I stitched from the bottom of the bodice to the notched point I had. That would be what would make the keyhole part in the back. When that was finished, I took a little break, started working on the skirt, and I began with gathering the front and back pieces, which was just 2 back pieces that I just mirrored off of each other. I made 2 rows of gathering stitches on both the front and back pieces and then gathered them down to meet the waistline of the bodice. At the very end of the project, you don't actually see, but the dress was still a little oversized, more than my liking, so I did add a bit of elastic to it to kind of cinch it in a little bit more. After gathering the pieces down, I attached the bodice to the skirt pieces and sewed them down in place, making sure I lifted up every now and then to make sure that the gathers were staying still and nothing was bunching up to create any kind of creases or wrinkles or puckers in the fabric. When gathering was finished, it was time to go ahead and attach the sleeves to the bodice. Since they were not attached front and back yet together, it was easy to just lay the sleeve down and match it from one side of the bodice front to the back side of the bodice back. After that was done, I could pin the underside of the sleeve all the way down to the sides of the bodice and the sides of the skirt, and I just pinned it down and sewed all the way down from the end of the sleeve to the bottom. I had decided I didn't want the flowy sleeves that showed in the pattern pictures, so I decided to take some elastic and I cut it to fit comfortably around my forearm. And after I did this, I just took my bodkin and threaded it through the little casing I made in the sleeve whenever I sewed it. I just left a small opening to thread the elastic through. After that, I sewed the elastic and then sewed the casing shut. And then it was time to put on the dress, figure out the proper placement where I wanted it, and then pin my pockets in place. Thankfully, all that was left to do after my camera cut out was just hemming the dress, and I just ran the dress along the bottom. After I serged it, I did a small hem at the bottom. So, how does it look?
So how cute did that dress turn out? Look at this right here. It's so adorable. It's nice and oversized with some big pockets and some very poofy sleeves, but not too poofy, not too dramatic. I'm so incredibly in love with this dress. It has been perfect for fall time weather. It was perfect to have for Thanksgiving outfit to wear. It's so cute and I'm getting so much use out of it already. Out of the yardage of fabric that I bought, this was almost a zero waste project because this is all that I have left. I am so impressed with how little time this dress took. I started cutting it. I think I cut the first piece of fabric about 5:30 on a Saturday night, and I sewed the button on in the very last step at about 10:45 or so. And my time might even be a little bit off, but this whole project took me less than 6 hours to make an entire dress, and it is so comfy. It's oversized, and I'm incredibly in love with it. I'm so excited for this dress, and I've already worn it many times since completing it, and I can't wait to wear it some more. Please make sure to give this video a like and a comment. It really helps get my video out there in the algorithm in the YouTube crazy world. And if you have not yet, make sure you subscribe to my channel. So in the meantime, there is a video over here that you can click on to see something that I've recently made, or you can click up here and subscribe to my channel and make sure to click on the bell icon to get notifications. That way you'll know when something new is coming. I hope that you're all having as much fun as I am, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Bye!